Okay guys, what's up guys? I've decided to make a video and I felt like this video has to be one of those videos that I have to put in place. Main reason for this video is ESET, I don't know what to say, ESET Internet Security has let me down. I'm not gonna say anything other than, to my knowledge, I thought ESET was the bees and the knees. Like when it comes to, what can I say, zero trust. Like I felt like obviously it would be something like Cloudflare. Obviously, those that know me, especially if you want to take care of your back end of your website, and of course you need security, highest security you can get. That's where Cloudflare comes in, and obviously that's a department of its own, meaning obviously they take care of you in that kind of regard with zero trust when it comes to third party. So you know what you're allowing in and out in that kind of sense, especially with the firewall they got built in. A lot of people actually favor them, but it's a bit fortunate obviously that ESET Internet Security has let me down. This is something that I didn't expect a company like that to let someone like myself, because I've always thought that this is the best firewall security there has to be offered when it comes to advanced mode. When it comes to advanced mode, that's me. When I say I work in a computer repair shop, so obviously it works in my favor because I enjoy using a firewall that obviously no one can actually breach. But it's a bit fortunate that I have been let down by this firewall, and my subscription was taken from me because the admin knew exactly what he I was just listening to the admin. Whatever he was saying, I was doing it. It's on the forum. I've thought might as well just go through the forum in case the company, ESET company, decides to take this down. Okay. When it comes to computer, obviously, I know quite a lot in kind of sense, yeah, because obviously it's my field, when it comes to this kind of thing. And we'll go through the forum and then we'll have a discussion. Which firewall should I go next? Because clearly ESET it doesn't do the job. I've reinstalled the ESET. What I've done is deleted the Firefox. I'm using a Firefox web browser. So the issue here is my website, not my website, my web browser. Some odd reason, someone's trying to access it. I don't know who it is. Maybe there's a way of going about it. Do let us know. Leave a comment and let us know regarding that, because this is a growing concern. Because if I'm watching just a YouTube, I've just clicked on a YouTube, and next minute I'm getting remote access by a third party through my router. Without my consent, without you can check the video regarding this. It's all the information, evidence is all on there. It's only a matter of time if they decide to pull it off, but I will go through it, and so you guys can see that ESET is no longer a firewall that I want to say trust. It's no longer, to my knowledge, it should block all remote access, incoming connection. Even with the priority system they have on firewall, I'll explain a bit more, but this is what's right now what I've got, so exactly. So on a personal note, when it comes to Windows update, that's the only thing that I need. That's the only thing that the computer needs. It just requires Windows updates, and that's it. So of course I'm gonna block hell of a lot, if I'm only gonna allow Windows updates. Yeah. So in this mode, what happens, you get to decide. I'll get pop-up coming up whether I get to decide, do I want to allow them or not allow them. So it's like an advanced mode. So those that are techie, those that know this, they'll understand where I'm coming from. So here, as you can see, this is more filter. If you click on more filter, in, enabled, and whatever disabled, yeah. So it shows me whatever the connections are allowed incoming. Basically, incoming means obviously basically they can see your screen. Basically, they can see your program. If it's a program, if you didn't know this, if it's a program or game you're playing, the company have the right to check the screen. Meaning, obviously, when it comes to their game and their products, it's all good. I'm okay with that. But there's certain things that I'm not okay with. There's certain things that I personally do not want none of the companies. In fact, any company that tries to remote access on a personal note, I don't want them to access my computer remotely. That's me. So this is the issue. So I've been getting attacked from the Mozilla Firefox. Um, allowing incoming connection, which again is something that I don't want to allow. There's no need for it. Everything's working, so it doesn't make sense to even allow this. So if everything's working, there's no point you clicking on allow, and obviously it doesn't work like that. So same with again, this is one of those. Again, I don't know, it says a host process for Windows service. Again, I've already done spyware, malware, scans of antivirus scans. So as you can see, I've blocked all this, which is again not needed to my knowledge, unless someone can tell me otherwise. Because so far, as long as the internet is working, it doesn't bother me, is it? So it doesn't make sense for me to turn these on. So yeah, and these are all incoming connections. Incoming connection, as you can see, direction, incoming connection blocked. Yeah, so any incoming connection, obviously I'm blocking. It's only the outgoing, that's the only thing I'm allowing, and that's it. And obviously that makes your internet work and everything anyways. So it is a big concern, because obviously it's a big concern, because obviously it's one of those things, isn't it? So I don't like the idea of someone looking at my screen. I don't know about you guys. Do leave a comment down below. But anyways, let's so I've already mentioned, each time when I go on YouTube, someone tries to remote access me, I have to pull the cable out, the internet port cable, which is RJ45 cable, which you just pull it out from the port, and that's it. Even though it did happen once where I blocked it, but still they get today. So this was a paid, so as you can see, this is a paid firewall, which I paid. So as you can see, it's till next year I had it. But now what's happened, I'll speak to you about that later. But as of now, this is me giving all the information there is. So you guys can obviously read while I pause as well. So here, this guy, obviously the administrator, told that it's a server machine. Again, it's not a server machine. It's nowhere near that. So me blocking communication to certain things. And obviously here, he's saying put it on all inbound and outbound communication is blocked in automatic firewall mode. Again, that is something that I don't believe, because obviously it's they are dictating, if that makes sense. Obviously they get to decide which ones to allow, which ones not to allow. So this is where it gets a bit fishy, because obviously when you say automatic firewall mode, what are you presuming? Are you presuming that obviously the data that you guys got is so the data these are got, for example, big company telling them, do allow incoming connection to the computer. So obviously, because obviously, let's face it, if another company were to pay millions for another company to allow their products so that they can control users' computer, so obviously, it's a bit, it's something to think about, But anyways, so I'm going back and forth regarding telling you about that my screen goes black. Here I've showed obviously no incoming connections, but later on obviously I did. I've mentioned no big corporation company should be able to access your computer unless you yourself has given that. Then I did put a Dropbox link here, so you guys can have a look. I will put it in the video as well, so hopefully you guys can have a look as well regarding this video. It's about 4 minutes long. So I did made a video showcasing the remote access regarding the video. So I will put that in the YouTube as well if I can. Here I was presuming, obviously, I was thinking, yeah, I know a bit more, but fortunately, it wasn't the case. It's something I have no idea. It's for either they're using the UDP port, they are using port 53, definitely. And then obviously, I spoke about my network, my router, this router that I've got. Again, this is from TalkTalk, a company called TalkTalk, and this is the company that has provided this. Again, you know, the funny thing about this box is if you're on fiber optic in the UK and you have this box, it's a bit fortunate. They do not allow you to access the router on your computer. You can only do that through your mobile. And obviously, I was thinking, what kind of joke is this? I need a mobile now to access my router when I was able to access all the previous routers back in all the days, yeah, when it was in a 56k modem, was able to access all the routers back then. Now they want you to use your mobile. And the funny thing is, the reason why they want you to use a mobile is quite simple, because there's no firewall built in the mobile system. You see, there's no more firewall. You don't get to choose. Well, you can obviously get firewall, obviously put your own firewall in there. But again, it's one of those things because it's easily bypassed when it comes to on the phone, because then they can access your camera up front. Because the reason why there's a camera at the front, especially if you don't really want to have a camera. Me personally, I don't want a camera front because I don't take any selfies or anything of that nature. But yeah, so I've mentioned about that. Then obviously there was a situation where whenever I used to put the computer on sleep mode, it would automatically come back up. That was a bit that's another indication of remote access. So, and obviously you can see on the screen, obviously the video above mentioned, it's all there. I will put it in the description because I felt like it's not point me, doing that again. But yeah, so so there was another issue where obviously the computer was on sleep mode and it automatically just booted itself, back up, and obviously next minute I'm seeing the mouse moving and it was crazy. So I wasn't able to access the router as well. The router is a US based, so which is kind of funny as well. So this is definitely so as you can see here, this is the connection. Some more reason it's allowed from the router. So I spoke to talk to company. They've said they got nothing to do with it. They're usually a third party company, and obviously they don't know what to do regarding that. And yeah. So here, obviously, he's telling me regarding the priority rule. Regarding the administrator is telling me regarding the priority rule. Obviously, the higher you have it up, apparently that gets recognized with the firewall. Again, I found that a bit bizarre as well, because my understanding was when it comes to a firewall, it will block any. It would block any. So he was talking about this priority system. So basically, you can click on one of these and you can put them right at the top, basically, if you wanted to. So yeah, that's something I found a bit annoying. So yeah. So basically, as you can see, I've asked him, and then obviously I told him how to go about it, and I'll put it at the top. Before this is the other annoying thing is, I was in the assumption that these, as you can see, icons. These are icons to move it to the next page. that's until obviously I realized that it doesn't do that. It actually puts this right at the top. So I can showcase it here. So as you can see, it puts it right at the top, makes the priority higher. But that, I felt like that wasn't, it shouldn't be like, I felt like it should just block, but Honestly, I don't know why they did that, but and obviously I gave the administrator log. After the log file, I did not hear. This is the my mistake I did. I wouldn't want to give a log file and not knowing exactly what's in the log file. So I've given the log file just to see what kind of help I can get. I gave my man, the log file since January 21. He hasn't even returned back to me. It's funny enough, yeah. He goes and tells me to reinstall the software, which I did. So this is this is a new Windows. Basically, new Windows are like installed, and the firewall on top. So you can imagine, obviously, when I say this, you need to be able to. So the only way I can access the router is through the mobile. Then I did put the priority up, and obviously no information whatsoever. Then here I got happy. I don't know, I felt like it was working, but then what happened again? I got so I've got the same issue again. Even though I put the priority up, it wasn't the issue. Even though I blocked all the remote access services, again, still the same issue. So there's just so much here that I am actually putting in. I will put in a description as well in case they might end up, I don't know, removing it. I don't understand why they would remove it, but because obviously it's their firewall, and obviously I felt like obviously if it's breached, which I'm showcasing, it has been breached. It has been bypassed. Because they need to give us some formal explanation exactly why a third party is able to access your computer. No third party, I repeat, no third party should have a access incoming connection, especially when you're not given it. So obviously I want to know exactly what's happened in that kind of scenario. Why isn't the case now? So I run obviously Chrome, YouTube in Chrome, Edge, no problem whatsoever. And they've said that it's related to Firefox. Then I reset the Firefox web browser. It's happening the same thing. I did that, uninstall ESET from the scratch, default setting. So it didn't have no custom rules. I've started the ESET. Basically brand new, basically. So the other thing that they want is this is on automatic. I could put it in a I could do that as well. That means I will have more dialogues popping up, but that shouldn't be the concern, really. That shouldn't. So same. So the issue here was subscription. I already had a subscription. I paid for one already. That's gonna last me next year now. And the funny thing is, their support, their facts says that no, we were troubleshooting. That's what we were doing here, troubleshooting. But the ESET was on a troubleshoot, and I don't need to buy another license. If ESET themselves already recognize this computer as already used firewall because it's on their system. So whenever you register online, especially on the official website, it's all on there. And now I'm on a trial, so I've already explained. So right now, as you can see here, where has it gone? So as you can see, I'm on a trial. So this is a trial base from a paid subscription, which is kind of funny. So and then this guy tells me to access, use the key that you already had before. I'll put that in, and next minute I get this overused subscription. Now my question to these lot is, according to their standards, is that obviously you can't some odd reason buy from resellers or something, because I'm not getting a full picture here now. Like, you can literally buy an ESET product from any other countries, basically any wherever the resellers are, you can just get the internet security key from them, and that's it. And they know obviously it's still official internet security. It's still the same thing, whether it be in China, whether it be in America, whether it be India, wherever the internet security is. To my knowledge, you can take any firewall around the globe. Obviously, that I don't see an issue regarding that, unless they can tell me, yeah, you can't do that, or they tell me what section, the government section, or they have some laws or something like that. I have no idea, because my understanding, you can get that from anywhere. Yeah. So according to this guy, he's saying the license, issued in Canada and registered. Again, this is a reseller again. So I've looked at my account, and it's automatically turning into a trial. So my computer was already registered onto their database server until actually one of the guys removed it. I have no idea why he's done that. So this was my serial number. I've tried to activate it and it's not activating. I get a screen of this, which again I don't know why, because it's the same device. It's saying that there are more devices using the description than it's not. So this is big, it doesn't make sense, because obviously it was already activated, and I've showcased it beforehand. So I've already taken a picture beforehand, so they know exactly. And obviously, not only that, the admin has my log files, which shows in the log file regarding this. So all this information, my man has already got it, because he's requested it. So yeah. And now obviously, so as you can see now, again, this is not my issue. It shouldn't be my issue, because obviously, if this was a concern, you should have mentioned it beforehand, because I already had a license there before already. So this is where I'm a bit annoyed, because obviously, if I already have a license from a reseller, and the product's already activated, and it's gonna last me next year, it's not my problem. It's not my problem that I've tried to activate it again, same one. Yeah, same computer, because it was activated already previously. So this is where then obviously I read their facts, and their facts say exactly the same thing. No, you can reinstall ESET product troubleshooting purpose anytime. You only required to purchase additional license if you have ESET product installed or activate on more devices. Now I'm on the same device, mate, and they know that, because I've already mentioned it up. And now obviously I've already mentioned obviously I've used spybot malware, nothing picked up. So my computer is clean with viruses, spyware, malware. That's not an issue. So if anyone that knows the way of going about it, to let us know, or some firewall security I can use. I'm thinking of using Bitdefender. I'm still deciding. I'm still waiting. So it's like a trial. Well, we'll see. Basically, that's what I'm gonna say. Because right now I'm not exactly going anywhere regarding this. I'm still trying to figure out. It's only happening via YouTube. So yeah.